Good afternoon, everyone. BC here, leaving the office, have a bit of a crazy evening with meetings and whatnot. So I am in the new Mazda 6 Turbo Signature Series with an inline-4. Hello, Richard. Hello, Jack. Good evening, everyone. Here in the Mazda 6. I'm really enjoying this car. These guys know what they're doing. They're messing with me. They're sending me this car. It's pretty cool. It's really cool. So I'm being very wise with my time and being safe. So I have you guys attached to the windshield where my visibility is not impaired. I'm looking at this great hologram in front of me as well. Hello, Mitch. Good seeing you. Good afternoon. Hello, Mancharo, I think. And hey, Taka from Japan. Good seeing you, sir. Greetings, Gordo. Good evening, everyone. I am driving home first, and then I have meetings this evening. I'm going to be involved in a pretty late night. Hello, DJ. Good seeing you. Inez, good seeing you as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate the kind words. I love bow ties. Today is my casual Friday, so I don't have to really wear crazy clothes to work on cars, because all I did today was torque some wheels, and I was involved with our good friend from his name is Stan. He is from the Exotic Podcast, and he was there today. More Porsche videos? Gordo, that's a good idea. I would do that. Today, I'm not in a Porsche. I am in a turbo setup in a new Mazda 6, but I'll be more than happy to. Thank you, MJ. Appreciate that, neighbor. Thanks for the kind words. But I have to tell you guys, so far I've had this vehicle for 2 days now, and it's been great. In addition to the creature comforts and the nice interior, guys, this is fantastic. Zach, Falcon Lover, I am in a new Mazda 6 Turbo. Signature Series, has a Napa leather interior, 227 horsepower, 310 foot-pounds of torque, heated seats, heated steering wheel, which is great in this cool weather. And if it gets warm, the seats have air conditioning, which is nice. And when I say heated seats, the front seats are heated, the back seats are heated. Zach, this is a really cool car. I know the color is very nice. The red is like this beautiful soul onyx red. Crystal is beautiful, and the interior is like a dark Napa leather. Very, very attractive. And I don't get excited about factory cars, particularly because a lot of them are kind of mundane, but this has for a car in the mid-30s, it has appointments inside of like a high-end luxury car, which is pretty cool. Thank you so much. Today, as I mentioned earlier, is Bisimoto Casual Friday, and wearing my bow tie, my little cool jacket, and jeans. So I didn't have to work on a car today, so I didn't have to wear my t-shirt or overalls. Look at this guy misbehaving out here. Anyway, so I just want to check in with you guys and let you know how much I'm enjoying this Mazda. I'm going to be traveling with it on Sunday, but tomorrow there's a heritage event in City of Industry, a Honda Heritage event. I'm going to post up something very soon about that. It's like a celebration of the new Type R with Honda. I'm going to bring out the wagon. So if you guys are in the Southern California area, it's the place to be. It is definitely free of charge. If you bring a toy, you get a cool ticket for a meal, which is pretty cool. And it's happening from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So even people from Honda, American Honda, are going to be there, which is pretty cool. It's weird I'm talking about a Honda here in the Mazda. But, I love cars, Hello, Sperling. Good seeing you. Good afternoon. Hello, Infamous 550i. I'm on the 60 freeway heading back towards my residence before I change and go to some meetings this evening. Hello, Rand DC2. Good seeing you as well. My thoughts on the new Mazda motor so far, it's nice. It's not giving me any challenges, and I've really put this thing through the paces. Extremely torquey. One thing I did notice is that it has a significant amount of torque in the mid RPM range, so mid-range is really good. The top end is nice, but as far as I'm concerned, there's a good opportunity there. Gas mileage so far has been fantastic. I'm hovering in the 32 range, which is very nice for me without keeping my foot out of it. The sport mode is really cool. Thank you so much, Infamous. Appreciate the kind word. How old are the It's Not a Wago van guys getting? Oh, well, actually, it's getting kind of old. I don't quite understand the challenge. Whether I call it a Honda wagon, Wago van, Mustang, Civic, Integra, whatever I call it, it's my car. I can call it whatever I want to, but I don't understand why certain people, not everyone, a lot of people love that car. I'm getting feedback from the wagon all across the globe that people find it extremely appealing. That is one of the nicest Civics they've seen, and that means a lot to me and my team. but there's few select people that can still overlook all the technology in it: drive-by-wire, sequential gearbox, turbocharging, twin disc clutch, lovely interior. They overlook all the wonderful things and try and find something to attack. Which, if someone can consume your content and then have the time to say or write something negative, maybe things are not great with them. So I really wish that things would be different, but if people are going through certain things, I wish them well nonetheless, you know? Do I plan on building a Type R? Right now, well, we were part of the pre-production launch of the Type R, and I've helped a lot of clients with flashing, with engine components, downpipes, cat bypasses, getting rid of a lot of the fault lights when you modify, helping with testing of intercoolers. So I've done that, but I don't have a Type R in-house. As a matter of fact, something that a lot of people don't know, I was forbade from modifying a Type R when it first came out. So I said, well, if I can't modify it, then don't worry about it, which is interesting, you know? You own a 1990 wagon, and your Wagavan inspires me. Much love from the Crazy Wagon owners. Thank you so much, Carl. I appreciate the kind words. Mike, no, you're not a hater at all. And I don't even say anyone's a hater. I just don't understand why it's such a big deal. It's not a big deal. You'd be even pleased to know that in American Honda, everyone in corporate is calling my vehicle Wagavan. No matter what, everyone. Even tomorrow, we will interview some people from Honda, American Honda, and I'm just going to, as a test, just show you guys, hey, so what do you think of this? What is this called? And you'll see them all say Wagavan. So who am I? I'm just a guy who loves cars and loves, creating good opportunities. And Wagon Mike, we need more Wagoneers. The fact that it's bad enough people attack us and our wagons. They really do. People say those things are the ugliest Civics, but Mike, you know that you and I love that look. It's just something very dear and cute about the car that's so wonderful. And you know, they say eyes of the beholder. I really love how those cars look. And to make a performance wagon, it's amazing. I mean, imagine the look. And guys, I'll make you part of this. I plan on taking that to some half-mile events. So imagine me lining up with a Ferrari or a modified Lamborghini. And you know they're gonna laugh at me and talk crap until we launch. Imagine me spanking exotic with that. How cool would that be? How cool would that look, you know? Thank you so much, Jim. Appreciate the kind words. Yes, absolutely, the ultimate sleeper. Hello, Rodo, I think that's your name. Where's the word on the AW11? Well, as I mentioned on my Tech Tuesday, we already took the engine apart. Engine out of the chassis, the engine drivetrain. I have been sourcing some of the very nice components that were missing. The side skirts, I didn't get it with the car. I didn't get a wing, which I think the factory wing is a nice touch. There is a plastic component that I'm still looking for, two plastic components. The rear windows plastic that runs alongside the rear window, it's kind of a black panel, plastic garnish is missing. I'm having a hard time finding that. And the center console where your armrest sits, I have a hard time finding the cover for that. So I'm just trying to source parts to make it very nice. I'm trying to decide whether I should paint it a similar color to this beautiful red crystal that I'm in with this Mazda, or if I should go with something a little more OEM going towards the orange spectrum. And engine wise, I'm really torn. I have decided on two engines, to be honest with you, either a 3S GTE or a K-Series swap. So I haven't decided which one yet. Those are the two that I'm gonna do. Bye MJ, have a good evening and a great weekend as well. Hello Livy, good seeing you. Zoom zoom, yes. Zoom zoom, and I'm feeling alive in this Mazda 6. I can't, you know what's so weird? Guys, I never would ever consider a Mazda. I just feel that it's never been on my radar. But now that I've been inside one and you take a look, it offers you so much car for the money. I'm afraid I'm gonna fall in love with this brand. And you guys know me, start going crazy with some kind of sleeper look, with a ton of power, with mods for everyone, and so on and so forth. So I'm just really happy. Something simple. Steering wheel is heated, seats are heated, and also air conditioned. It has heated seats for the rear occupants, headrest for the rear occupants. The leather is so nice. The interior styling is spectacular. It's really, really cool. Turbo is asking, where's the 1,000 horsepower minivan? It's at the office. So I can't drive everything daily. I have quite a few cars. So the van is there, slammed on the floor, chilling. Unfortunately for the Odyssey, the wagon's been getting a lot of attention because I'm going to be driving that tomorrow. Is the EF wagon chassis wagon only in the US? No, not to my knowledge. I've seen some overseas, which is very nice. I even I received a message from one of my friends in the UK saying that they're relatively cheap still out there in the UK, which is pretty nice, you know? So Stevie said he had a Speed 3 that had problems. Mazda didn't back up the warranty. That's very strange for a manufacturer. You know, sometimes manufacturers get blamed for dealerships. Right now I'm dealing with a situation with a car that has only 20 miles. It's not a Mazda, it's more of a domestic brand. And that car's had challenges. I went to one dealership and they couldn't help me and said it won't be covered for the one, I'm sorry, the manufacturer won't take care of it. And I went to another dealer and they're like, oh, no problem, we're good. So no worries whatsoever. So it depends. How much torque does the Odyssey have? Oh, I'm trying to remember. I think it had 806? 806? Something ridiculous because of V6. It was pretty high. I have to look it up. I don't know offhand. I know it's 1029 and we've done a little bit more than that, but the torque, I think it was 800s. If anything, I think you guys saw it on the, it's in the Netflix show that we did. So I told them not to put the dyno chart in the video. They did it anyway. So if you go there, it's there, but I can look it up, you know? No, it wasn't a Chrysler. Actually, I like FCA. I like those guys. Thank you, Tris. Appreciate the kind words about that. Hello, JDM King. Good afternoon. On the 60 freeway, driving towards City of Industry, where I'll be spending time tomorrow at the Honda Heritage event on Nelson Street. And I'm in a new Mazda 6 Signature Series with a nice, cool turbocharged engine. Look at that. Floor it real quick. Oh, yeah. See? Not so bad for a stock engine. I wish... Well, let me stop. I wish I had the time to do something today, but I can't. Hey, Dealing Designs, shouldn't you be asleep, sir? It's nighttime in Europe. You must be really a night owl, you know? Oh, you're heading back home, Stevie. Oh, no, like I said, Stevie, many times it's not the manufacturer, sometimes it's a dealership and what the service people submit. Because my experience so far with different brands has been really contingent on the dealers and what they do. Yes, Dealing, I see. I'm sure it's 1 a.m., which is pretty interesting, you know? Smiggy's saying, can I employ him as a fire department? I don't quite understand. Dealing, thank you so much. Today is a casual Friday at Bisimoto, so I have my jeans on and my bow tie. I love wearing bow ties. It's just my thing. Just when I work on cars, I can't wear it. And today we start off our day really early in the morning, doing some filming and some podcasting with Stan, who is, I put it up on one of my stories earlier on. He's the Exotic Car podcast. He's pretty nice. Nice guy indeed, you know? Let's see here. Park the Mazda and bring out that blue Porsche. I can't do that now. I'm halfway towards my residence, my destination. Oh, multiple dealers said the same. Ooh, at that point, I would contact corporate. You know, corporate, they don't play. They really don't, you know? Hate that you had to escalate things sometimes. I know, me too. Sometimes I don't like doing that. Hello, One Love. Good afternoon, and hope things are well with you. It's crazy that this newer version of the Mazda started back in year 2000. I know, you're right. You're right. And they've really, these are very nice appointments in this car. The Bose system sounds awesome. I don't know if there's something I can even put on for you guys. Let's see here. What's a cool? It's so I'm changing channels and keep my eyes on the road. And you guys can't see this, but there's a pretty cool holographic display, which is right in front of me. It shows me the mile per hour that I'm going. I'm doing 61. It shows me the limit to where I am in the 65. It has lane change, so there's nothing next to me, but when I try and depart from the lane, it lights up yellow to tell me, hey, you're departing from the lane, get back in your lane. And it flashes not too overwhelming, it's very subtle, so it doesn't startle me. And let's see, I'll try and see if I can go up to 66 miles an hour. So now I'm at 66, and around the mile per hour limit, it has a light orange hue on the holographic display on the windshield, telling me I'm going faster than I should, which is pretty nice, you know? Love you too, Caleb. Thank you so much. Smiggy, are you the one driving? Yes, I am. I'm the one driving. You see, here's my hands on the steering wheel, and I'm the one driving. My seatbelt on. That is correct. And what I've done is I have my phone attached to the windshield in the area that doesn't obstruct my view, and I have the phone tilted towards me So you are here with me in the car like you're a passenger next to me, and we're having a pretty good conversation. It's pretty nice. I hope that's okay with you, you know? Yeah, technology is absolutely fantastic. I'm very pleased with technology in this call. And even if I change, so I'm gonna go next to this pretty large 18-wheeler, and I'll put my indicator on. You hear that beeping? So that beep that just happened is warning me that there's a car next to me not to change lanes. And on my holographic display, there was a nice little orange warning that came up to not change lanes. And it's, once again, subtle, not something that can scare me or is too much in my face, which is pretty nice, you know? I would be the best Uber driver, and you know what's cool? I wouldn't mind doing an Uber or Lyft just as a spoof with the Odyssey. So imagine me driving the Odyssey, and you call an Uber and I pull up with a 1,000 horsepower Odyssey. How crazy would that be? Or if I put up with that wagon and I pick you up, I do this crazy burnout, and then I come up to you, I slam it on the floor, open the door automatically in the Odyssey, you get in, I just mash out again. How cool would that be? Greetings, Stewart. How have you been, sir? You know? Too bad there's no Hooney van to drive you, so I can sit back. I know, I hear you. Caleb, I like how you think. That's so cool. Let's see here. What's my initial thoughts on the possible mods for the Mazda 6? Well, there are quite a few. So one thing I noticed is that the delivery on this car is very, very spontaneous. It's very good throttle response. It does peak in mid RPMs and gives nice power to that. If you disable the traction control and put it in sport mode, the sport mode changes the characteristics of your pedal versus the throttle. So it gives a nice feel to it, which is great for, I would say, 80% of the drivers out there and maybe half the enthusiasts out there. But of course, I like to take things and give it a little BC touch. So I feel that reducing some of the intake restrictions and exhaust restrictions can give us a little bit more top end, which I would like. I love to upgrade the turbocharger so that I can rob Peter and pay Paul, meaning I'll take away some bottom end and go have a little bit more top end. I love to see what this can do on E85, and because it allows us to get a lot more boost and power and put knock at bay. And when we do that, of course, I'm sure that our factory intercooler system would be at its limit. So, and the front end has a nice grill. It's begging for a proper front end heat exchanger. So a large front mount intercooler would be great. An exhaust system, induction system, and a turbo upgrade with a flash would be a nice opportunity to keep the factory engine and get some more power. Would it be fun in this thing? I would say it would be something close to maybe 350 horses. Would be really, really fun in this with about the same, if not slightly more torque. That would be so awesome, you know? Can I get first dibs on buying it after you mod it? Sure, just that this one is not mine. This is a car that Mazda was kind enough to provide me, especially after I had a good conversation with all of you on Sunday about the signature CX-9 that was there that was so nice, and some people thought it was the inside of a Lamborghini Urus SUV. So that being said, the team from Mazda heard like, hey, would you like to get to know our brand a little bit more? And I said, sure. Set up to allow me to explore how Mazda is a car company and culture, and I'm impressed because they're putting a lot of car into this chassis. I mean, a lot of car for the amount of money, I should say, which is really nice, you know? Just don't know what the possibilities are with the new integrated exhaust manifold. Integrated exhaust manifolds are awesome. On my wagon, the head I use is a K24Z7 head, and that has an integrated exhaust manifold, and that is very, very nice. And when I say very, very nice, it makes turbocharging super easy for me. It's not something where I have to have this very creative manifold that not only presents some slight spool disadvantages, but also creates some heat disadvantages in the engine bay. With the Z7 integrated manifolds, which by the way are cheaper for manufacturers and allow also for some very good opportunities for lighting off or heating up very quickly. I say lighting off like what we say in engineering terms, but heating up the catalyst very nicely so you can have a better conversion of NOx's and SOx's. In other words, making the catalytic converter more efficient. And you can do that the harder the converter is. So the closer you can get it to the exhaust manifold, to the head, the more efficient you can get it. So it's a blessing in disguise where it makes turbocharging very, very, very nice for us, you know? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lorenzo. You're very kind. I appreciate the kind words, indeed. You know? Hey, there's a Honda parts here. They specialize in older Honda parts. The owner delivers a wagon just like yours. I can go and see if they have little pieces you're chasing for your wagon. So far, for the wagon, I have everything I need. It's just on my rear driver's side window, the garnish out there is kind of really in bad shape, so I wouldn't mind replacing it if they have that. And then the rubber that goes around the keyhole for the rear hatch, I kind of want to replace as well. So if I can get access to that, that'd be absolutely smashing. I'd really like that, you know. One of them mother, Smiggy, man, and no Dalo. Smiggy is speaking my language, so I just wanted to greet him properly in Igbo, which is my mother tongue, my native language. So I hope you guys don't mind. So I'm passing the Puente Hills Mall now, and you hear that beep? It just warned me that there was a ram next to me not to switch lanes, but I'm switching lanes now that I've passed them, which is pretty cool. So, well guys, I just want to touch base with you guys, let you know about my experience so far with the Mazda. There's more to come. Also let you know there's a heritage event tomorrow happening in the City of Industry, which is pretty nice. It's a celebration of the Honda Civic Type R. And there are some really classic cars that'll be there and people from American Honda, so feel free to come by. It's a free event. Anyway, Sunday I will be in Buttonwillow. There's an event out there as well with Next Level Racing. I'll put a post of that as well, and I'd love to see many of you out there. That should be very nice. So take care everyone. See you soon. Stay safe. Cheers.